If you are looking into buying cheap and safe FIFA coins, look no further than footcoinshop.net. They have the fastest service, an incredible loyalty reward system, and the best prices around. Use my creator code Inception when you sign up for your account and get a 5% discount with your order. Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, today we have the League One team of the season to talk about. We have a bunch of very good players in this team of the season. Obviously, with the Liga Santander being pretty decent for the most part, a lot of players being used in the top tier divisions. Hopefully it's going to be the same thing for the League One, which it looks like it's going to be because there's a bunch of very nice cards in this League One team of the season. So the first one that we're going to get started with is going to be Neymar's card. Neymar is an absolute shocker because this card has barely gotten any cards this year, right? And it's like one of the most sought after people in football, you know what I'm saying? And this card only had one dude. It was just the Foot Centurions card. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't even remember what this card is like. I genuinely haven't. I don't remember. I remember doing his review, but I don't remember what he's actually like. So very interesting stuff there. I think I might have given him like a hunter during that time period. I honestly don't even remember, but yeah, Neymar is obviously going to be great. You know, 5-star traits in game. He's got outside foot shot, speed dribbler, technical dribbler, like a bunch of very good stuff to work with. Work rate is good, 5'9". It's just going to be an upgraded version of this that you could potentially use on a Hawk chemistry style, right? Like I'm feeling it's going to be a Hawk on this card in the future because of the way that the shooting boost is kind of boosted in the shot power and finishing department, right? So yeah, Neymar will definitely be an interesting one because this guy, we just haven't seen him all year, man. They just don't make any cards for this guy. Marquinhos is interesting because I don't think I ever tried out the Foot birthday one. This one, I don't think I ended up trying him out. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think so, because he's an interesting one because his pace is low at 84 acceleration, 88 for sprint speed. So it almost feels like you have to give him a shadow. Like I said, I never tried out this card. I think I may have had him on someone's account while reviewing somebody else and being like, yeah, this card's okay, but I think the pace would still let you down on the card. Maybe. I can't remember. It's one of those ones. The thing is, though, is that like if he was a shadow on a lengthy, that would be really nice. But maybe for the new card, I think he is going to be a lengthy, because if you take a look at the way that the stat is currently formatted, he's at a 74 for agility, 91 for strength. So I could totally see them making him a lengthy player on the team of the season version, which in my opinion is absolutely necessary for these cards to be significantly more usable, right? So inform card, 3-star, maybe like a 4-star weak foot would definitely be nice on the card for sure. Power header trade, no dives into tackles. We'll see what they do with that. Messi, one of the best left sticks in the game, right? Team of the year rated version of Messi. Honestly, barely ever seen him in people's teams. It's just one of those types of cards where you would have to pack and get lucky during that time period to have him in your squad. People don't really have this card that often. I sometimes saw the player of the month during that time period, but a lot of people were thrown off by the low work rate during that time. But here's the thing, with these new cards, they do quite significant changes to them now, right? So this card is high-low work rated for the team of the year rated version. We have the World Cup version of his card, who is a high-low as well. You know, the regular version of the card was at a low work rate, as you guys remember from the beginning of the year. So very similar situation to the player of the month. So I feel like with the team of the year rated version, what they're probably going to do is, you know, maybe give him like a skill move adjustment or a weak foot adjustment. Like, people shouldn't really complain about giving someone like Messi skill moves because it's foot, it's a video game. If you want to play real authentic football, go play online seasons. So, you know, a card like Messi having it would definitely be really cool if they were to do that. Whether it's weak foot, whether it's strong foot, honestly, it wouldn't really matter. The card would still be absolutely incredible to use, right? He has all the traits and stuff too, right? Outside foot shot, finesse shot, chip shot, all that stuff, right? So he's saucy. Messi's always that guy that's a gameplay compensator, right? So and Renato Sanchez will definitely be a monster for sure. He's not going to get a team of the season. It's going to be a team of the season moments because he's been injured for a very large period of this season. Like, he's just been injured all the time. This guy is very unlucky with injuries, to be honest with you, man. He's very unlucky. But regardless of him being super unlucky, the card is formatted to be a beast in the future because we're probably going to be able to give him an anchor chemistry style, right? Boost the pace, defense, and physical as much as possible. and just have an all-round monster, you know? Like, this card has 74 finishing, but dude, his 99 shot power, let me tell you, is one of the most noticeable things you'll ever encounter, right? So his finishing actually comes off nice because of the fact that he has that shot power. It's very, very helpful to work with. Ronaldo Sanchez, he has the hair trait, you know? Because he has the hair trait, he's just one of those special guys in this game. This OTW card lasted, honestly, up until now, if you really wanted to. He's a very, very good card. So Sanchez will definitely be a beast. Nuno Mendes, I'm very curious how they're going to do this card, because technically speaking, every version of Nuno Mendes, they're like okay cards. They're not like on a Cap de Villa level or anything like that. With a team of the season version coming out, there is potential for you to not even give him an anchor, like maybe like a sentinel, because his base card stats for pace is already very high. Even if they give it like a +3 for each, and then you could give him a sentinel, I feel like that'd be like a pretty big help, right? Because with the sentinel chemistry style, which I'm looking for, the sentinel chemistry style will massively increase defense and massively increase physical, so that he's just a more all-rounded, you know, fullback in that area. I still use this card, to be honest with you. Like, this card is still in my team as of right now, because I need him for PSG links with Mbappe for the most part. And he's okay, right? There's nothing too crazy special about him. Like, if I'm going to go for a left back that's giving me some links and stuff, like, I'll definitely use him. But there are like better options, of course. So I'm very curious to see how they do the team of the season version of that card. Mbappe, I think people should be terrified of this card, because I really feel like they're going to give him a 5-star, 5-star. Mbappe in general is, I mean, this card right here is better than 99% of the strikers in this game. Let's be honest. 218k, he's better than 99% of the strikers in this game. Okay, I'll say that every single time, because this card is amazing. It's him and Rare Gold Mendy, right? Those are the only two cards you can use for rare gold cards that are still very, very good to use no matter what. And Mendy even has a card, actually. He's got the Winter Wild card. He has this version of the card, right? 395k. It's like it's maintained a high price because of how good this card actually performs in game, right? So yeah, with Mbappe, similar situation. Obviously, there's not really much to say about him. He's glitch Mbappe for a reason, you know. Probably going to give him 5-star, 5-star to make him unique. They're not going to change the high-low work rate, because the high-low work rate is what makes him amazing. So I feel like with the team of the season, they're probably just going to drop that 5-star, 5-star, and he's going to be extinct on the market for like 3 weeks. So Ben Yedder, people didn't like this card at the beginning of the year, and I loved him. You know why I loved him? Because I always preferred explosive players, okay? It was this card and Correa, right? It was just any version of Ben Yedder. It was Ben Yedder and Correa that if I didn't use those two cards as my strikers, I could not find anybody else that was competent enough at providing that specific attacking AI that I wanted to play authentic football and be a beast. You know, Hunter chemistry style on the card, boosting the pace, and shooting was great at the time period. But now you're probably going to give him like a hawk, right? Because of the way that it's currently formatted with the high-low work rates, unique body type, 5-star weak foot. Again, another card that I could totally see them, you know, potentially giving him like the 5-star skills or something. That would definitely be really crazy for that card. Lacazette's going to be another one that's going to be very good too. I think if I remember correctly, when I reviewed the Winter Wildcard version of his card, I think I gave him a Hunter in the review, and I preferred him on the Hunter, which doesn't happen that often for cards that have dribbling stats like that. If I remember correctly, because I honestly don't remember, okay? But on a Hunter, he was definitely very nice. I think I had to switch him to that, and he performed significantly better, which is, again, it just doesn't happen that often. Now, with the unique body type and improved dribbling stats in the future, and then potentially giving him a 5-star, 5-star as well, that would be pretty saucy too, because the card on a Hawk is already currently formatted nicely for the future upgrade, right? But it just depends too, because it depends on how they improve the dribbling on the card. Because if they improve base card stats for pace to be in a certain area, and then you could provide them with like a finisher or something, that would also be really good too, depending on how they end up improving the card, right? But yeah, Lacazette was definitely very cool to use. Sissoko has a card this year. I'm pretty sure I used a Sissoko card. I did, the Rule Breakers version. Yeah, this was like super early in the year. Shadow chemistry style, high work rates, and medium high work rates. Medium high. Wow, that was a long time ago. I think Rule Breakers was the first 2 weeks, something like that. Yeah. medium high work rates is a really big deal because the main comparison that people are going to make with Sissoko is going to be to the team of the season Guendouzi card for sure. Because Guendouzi was also released. Guendouzi, in my opinion, right, he doesn't have that like special thing about him as a CDM, like when you use like a Patrick Vieira or like a Palinha, you know what I'm saying? So I'm talking about team of the season. Like I think team of the season was last year. Sometimes you get them confused, right? Foot birthday Guendouzi though. But with Sissoko being medium high work rate, it's definitely a very big deal because he has certain traits on the card. He's really well formatted in the future for an anchor, right? To make him a lengthy player in that CDM position because sure, acceleration can be low, but having physical on a card like this that has a big body type, 6'2" with a unique body type, can be very helpful, you know? Klaus is actually not bad. I think Klaus was a gameplay objective. I think so. I think he was a gameplay objective. Klaus was actually not bad. I did have him in my review accounts for a little bit before I had to put him into an SBC because it was like Mbappe or something that I had to do, and Mbappe was just like massively expensive. But obviously with the new Klaus card coming out, there's potential with this card in regards to how they improve it, but it just depends on how they do it, right? Because this is an older card now with the Winter Wild card version. So it just depends on how they end up improving the base physical, the base defense and stuff. Because again, this card was actually pretty decent to use. He wasn't bad to use whatsoever. But I think people still prefer to use like Hakimi and stuff during that time period, which Hakimi, in my opinion, only starts to feel special during his team of the year. You know what I'm saying? Like team of the season is probably gonna be coming out as well. Which is not here. No Hakimi here. Interesting. Todibo. Doesn't Todibo has a card too this year, I'm pretty sure. Oh no, they never made a card for him this year. That was last year then. Last year, what was it? Like a Future Stars or something, right? Todibo. They gotta do some pretty significant stuff to this guy. Yeah, pace would have to be massively improved. Physical, yeah, that's a big upgrade. He could be decent if they give him like a work rate adjustment too, like a medium high or something, you know? Lengthy on a shadow. I have to see what that one's going to be like. Andre, this is the guy from Lille, right? Andre. Andre. No, it's just Andre. I honestly don't remember this dude's name, Andre. You know what? When I think about Andre, I think about Andre from Vitória Guimarães. Let me see here. So Nations midfielder. Just do this. No, not camp. CDM center mid maybe. And then we go to Ligue 1. And then we go to clubs. Lille. Lille? Seriously? Lille. If am I not pronouncing it right? What? Ligue 1. Oh, it's different here. Okay. This is it. Benjamin Andre. That's his name. Okay. Andre. That's probably the one, right? It's got to be this guy. Because Lille's actually... They have actually been pretty decent this year. Not too bad. Andre, though. Yeah, massive upgrade coming for this card. He is high work rate. There's potential with this one, actually. A lengthy 2 because agility is really low. Yeah. And how tall is he? 5'11" high? Yeah, it could be a pretty decent stay back cover center player, maybe. Maybe. Cabela. This guy still plays? He plays for like Saint Etienne, isn't it? This guy plays for Lille? Wow. This is a throwback. This guy used to be sick in foot back in the day. Like, we're talking really far back in the day. Like, really far, okay? I had no idea this guy was still playing. Wow. I swear he played for Saint Etienne. I could be wrong, though. Man, this guy's still around. Hey, when were you born, my guy? What does it say? I never look at the born, like when they were born here. No, I'm blind. 33 years old. He's only 33? Wow, dude, he feels like he's been around for a while. Wow, interesting. This card looks like he could be really cool, though, actually. Medium, low, lean. Okay. On a hunter in the future? Yeah, this card could be really good, actually. What traits do you have? Technical dribbler and flair trait. Okay, cool. Verratti will definitely be really nice. Transitioning monster, mate. Transitioning monster. This card was actually really nice during that time period. I actually liked him. Yeah, acceleration was very high. Obviously, in the meta of this game, you still prefer, like, trust me, having the taller players is always going to be super ideal. But this guy was actually pretty nice. I actually thoroughly enjoyed using him. So he's an interesting one, man. Medium high. A card like this would actually work out in that stay back while attacking cover center instruction really well too. Just being your more agile player to help you out with the build-up play. You know what I mean? Is he, what is he normally? 4-star, 4-star. So they give him a 5-star weak foot on this card, eh? Bro, imagine on the team that's going to give him a 5-star, 5-star. Medina. This was the guy that when he was released as a foot fantasy during that time period last year, when he got the upgrades afterwards, he was actually very good. And it might not be any different this year. You know, on a shadow chemistry style, he's formatted correctly except for the jumping department being at an 83. And regardless of whatever height you have, jumping is pretty important to work with. But yeah, he could definitely be a really nice one too. I think Fofana will be good too. The only reason why people don't use Fofana's card is because it's not going to be this one, eh? Imagine they choose that one. The problem with Fofana, this card was very, very good. He was very, very good. Even in the Tudom video, I told you guys that if you are only working with League One links and you have Fofana, you're chilling. You know what I'm saying? But obviously with Tudom being French and then still being a pretty decent card to use as well, you know, people did that for that reason too. So it's always different variables depending on the person's squad. But this card was really good. I actually enjoyed him a lot. The only reason why he wasn't used on a consistent basis is because of the team links, right? So if I go to Lens, they literally have nobody except for Openda, who might get a team of the season as well, right? Who knows? But it's very hard to link him. Like, you have to have an actual League One team to do it, or you go with the Ivory Coast links, and the main one is Eric Bailly during that time period being released as a winter wild card from the League One. Pepe is not really a card you use in the meta. People just use that card for whatever reason they're using him in their teams, right? And then there's obviously Yaya Toure if you can get that, but that's a different breed entirely. Last but not least, we have Samba, who is what, a goalkeeper? What is that? Samba's a goalkeeper, okay. Oh, this would actually be a W for the Fofana link. Okay, that would actually be pretty good. Yeah, if he got a card, that would be pretty decent for the Fofana link. At least one team, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure Klaus used to play for Lens as well, if I'm not mistaken, but then he moved to Marseille or some shit, or something like that. Something like that, right? Let me see. Marseille. Why am I searching Marseille? Am I stupid? I might be stupid, guys. Sometimes my brain cells don't work properly. Marseille, yeah. Okay, well, that's pretty much it for the leaked team, guys. So it's looking pretty saucy for the most part. I could tell you that from this, we'll do reviews for minimum 9 players, I would say. Minimum 9. Sometimes I don't do reviews for other cards because they would just be boring to do. Like, obviously, Lacazette, Ben Yedder, Mbappe, Sanchez, Messi, Marquinhos, Neymar. Like, it's easier to do those reviews. But, like, with his cards like Andre and stuff, like, it depends on how they improve him. But, you know. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching the video. I'll catch you guys for the next one. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.